Hey everyone, this is Matt from Unbearable 73. We're going to look at the Godzilla teaser. I have the like button there. Now, I'm not going to play it like full, obviously unmasked. I'll play maybe 10 seconds of it and stop and talk about it. So do that type of pattern. Obviously, because I don't want to cover it. Um, I'm a Godzilla fan. I own everyone you could own on Blu-ray. Um, I have some Godzilla figurines on my desk that you can't quite see. You see the background there. I hope so. It's a little shoddy. I have my Mecha G here. Classic Mecha G, the best one. And so, what do we know about Godzilla minus one? We know it was the project was called Godzilla Zero for quite some time, which I think honestly is a better title. And we know when it gets released in America, it's not going to get called Godzilla minus one because people will just like it's a very Japanese style title. It takes place in post-war Japan, meaning before the original Godzilla movie, which took place in 1954. This takes place sometime after the end of the war, before that movie. We don't know if they're going to make it to be in continuity with the original one or not. And I do point out for people who wonder how they could do that. Remember, they said repeatedly in the original one that there were legends of Godzilla on that island for centuries. Okay, so another version of Godzilla, the Heisei one, which is the '90s movies, they had that type of approach where Godzilla lived on an island. And he was shot in World War II, and then the nuclear bomb turned him into the mean Godzilla, so to speak. So that concept has been played with before, right? And we do know this is going to be a bad guy Godzilla movie. Godzilla's scary and dangerous to people on purpose. Not where Godzilla's a force of nature and even somewhat beneficial towards humans, which is the legendary one, where he's an alpha predator and who doesn't go out of it to harm humans, but he will if he has to. You know. So we'll see. Let's just look at the trailer and then we'll talk. Okay, right away. Now the question this could be bomb damage from World War II, or it could be something Godzilla did. So we'd have to see. Craters. Okay. Again, this could be recovery from the bombs, from the various bombs, including the nuclear bombs, or it could be the post of a Godzilla attack. It took. I mean, there are parts of Europe that were never rebuilt, and or if there are parts of Russia where there's still burnt out buildings from the World War II era, from where bombings occurred. So, you know, it's possible if this is only a couple years after that, this is Hiroshima or Nagasaki or some of the towns that were conventionally bombed to bits. So yeah, from zero to minus. Okay, that's a tail attack. I like that. I like that. Now the people talked about this symbol as being a loose artistic interpretation of Godzilla. Like the thin swirl is his tail, and you can kind of see his head over there. You know. I like the look of him. Anything else we get? Okay. So let's rewind a bit. Okay, so he's gonna bite down on a train here. The look of Godzilla here, and there are people who have done shots where you could see his whole silhouette. He looks like the legendary Godzilla, in a sense. He's still, for those who don't know, the legendary Godzilla was modeled. The CGI model was based on a bear. If you watch how he moves and fights, he fights basically like a grizzly bear. Okay, and that's a very combat oriented. And the looks of this Godzilla, he's articulate as the legendary one. Size wise, he seemed a little smaller. You know, I got the impression that Legendary, just looking at the head, would be maybe 10 to 20% larger. But we'll see when we get more info on it. As far as other, let's go back. There's one other scene where we saw some Godzilla swiping somewhere. It's over here. Right after that. So, right there. This looks like Godzilla walking with a tail swipe. So, I mean, what else do we know about this movie? Godzilla. The director, I want to look it up when I get his name right, but he's done a movie I like called Returner, back in 2005 or so. It was a really good sci-fi film. It was one of those kind of fun themed Japanese sci-fi film with Takashi Yamanazaki. Okay, this film here, Returner, I enjoyed. I've seen Parasite Part 1. Thought it was okay. You know, didn't see Parasite. I didn't even know they did a Parasite Part 2. And this, I believe, this Parasite film is based on the video. No, it's based on the manga. That's right. So yeah, okay. I thought it was better than the anime. To be honest, the anime of Parasite was horrible. Yeah. So this guy has talent. So he could do well with this. So we'll have to see. Who else do we know? Do we have any known Japanese stars? No casting listed here yet. So we'll have to see. There's the 69th anniversary of Godzilla this November when it was released. It's targeted to release November 3rd. Don't know if that's going to be worldwide or Japan, then maybe worldwide over the next couple weeks. Also, let's see if there are toys for it yet. Godzilla -1 toys. I think Bandai. Oh, here we go. So Blade Discuss, I'll link to this below too. Blade Discussing is a good site. So this is what Godzilla looks like. Yeah, they are maintaining that bear-like, monstrosity. This is the toy. Okay. And when are they going to be released? So $100 from Tamashi. Jeez, I believe it was a statue with a little articulation. I remember when this stuff was like $30, $40. I guess it's just COVID and world economic inflation and all that. I'll add this site to the link below. That's all. It's a teaser. There's not much to discuss about it other than I like the look of Godzilla. I like the theme of the film, post-war Japan. If they start a new series of Godzilla films in that setting, retro Godzilla, so to speak, that'd be good. In any case, my name is Matt. This has been an episode of Unbearable 73. Have a nice day, and I am out of here.